बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। मेरी उन तमाम दोस्तों से गुजारिश है कि जिन्होंने अभी तक हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है वो चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करें ताकि आने वाली तमाम वीडियोस आप तक पहुंच सके। थैंक यू।
Exercise number 16. We can see, therefore, that the common expressions, inverted comma, a long life, inverted comma, close, and inverted comma, a short life, inverted comma, close, have real meaning only when thought of in relation to the life of the man in the street, the number of years on which insurance companies base their figures, full stop. But we seem at present ready to ask questions and willing to hear the answers, so let us ask one or two further questions, full stop. What do the words inverted comma long, inverted comma close, and inverted comma short, inverted comma close mean when used in regard to distances, question mark? What do we mean when we say a place is near or far, comma? When we say a thing is of light weight or is heavy, comma? When we say that we are moving more or less quickly, question mark, what do we mean? When we say that an object is great or is small, question mark, we find that all these expressions have real meaning only when one object is considered in relation to some other object, full stop. Nothing can be long or short, comma, big or small, comma, light or heavy, comma, of itself, full stop. It can be these things only when considered in relation to some other object, full stop. New para, the life of a man is short almost beyond measure when considered side by side with the life of man upon earth, comma, past and future, full stop. So, comma, to, comma, in any distance we have upon earth, short beyond measure when considered side by side with the distances which are beyond the earth, full stop. If we move around the earth in a straight line, the biggest distance we can cover is about 25,000 miles, full stop. But if we look far, far out beyond the earth, we are faced with distances in relation to which 25,000 miles are as nothing, full stop. The most distant object of which observations can at present be made is thought to be 140 million light years away from the earth, full stop. Light, comma, as we know, comma, moves at 186,000 miles a second, which, comma, it is agreed, comma, is a considerable rate, full stop. One light year is the distance which light covers moving throughout the year at a rate of 186,000 miles a second, full stop. When, comma, therefore, comma, it is stated that something is at a distance from us of 140 million light years, comma, a distance is represented which it is beyond our powers to picture, full stop. Our earth is large if measured by other objects upon the earth, comma, but it is a small thing of no importance whatever when measured by objects outside the earth, comma, when measured by the size of some of the great masses of burning matter, which we see as points of light above us at night, full stop. New para, we tell our friends, comma, perhaps, comma, that our weight is this or is that, comma. But here again we meet with difficulties, full stop. Our weight is different in different parts of the world, comma. While if we found ourselves on a body smaller than the earth, we should be so light that we could move about with an ease impossible. Here, full stop. On the other hand, comma, if we found ourselves on a body much bigger than the earth, comma, we should be so heavy that we could hardly move at all, full stop. New para, we read in the newspaper that a plane has reached the wonderful rate of over 600 miles an hour, comma, but what is a rate like this when thought of side by side with the rate at which light moves, question mark. As for movement to the north or to the south, comma, to the east or to the west, comma, we know that our movement can be judged only in relation to some other object which is at rest or which can be said to be moving at a given rate away from or towards us, full stop. The earth itself is turning at a great rate, and we do not feel this movement of itself, full stop. We can judge the movement of the earth only in relation to some other object which is not moving with it, full stop. We have probably all had the experience of not being able to tell which way our train is moving at night when we cannot see anything out of the windows, full stop. We cannot tell which way we are moving or at what rate we are moving except in relation to an other object which is not moving with us, full stop. New para, and so we find that many of the common expressions of daily life have no meaning in themselves and become real for us only when considered in relation to some other fact or object, full stop. New para, experts tell us that the different kinds of material found upon earth show beyond question that the earth has existed in a form more or less like its present form for at least 2 or 3,000 million years, full stop. When we consider that we place events in history by using a measurement of time, which finds expression in dates such as 1000 AD and 1500 AD, and that our present date is less than 2000 AD, comma, we get some idea of how very short our own history is when considered in relation to the history of the earth upon which we live, full stop. The mind of man is small, comma, and it is impossible for him to picture the passing of 2 or 3,000 million years, full stop. When we ask, comma, how long has man lived on earth, question mark, the experts give us widely differing answers, full stop. Their answers, comma, in fact, comma, differ from the statement that man has lived possibly for a million years to the statement that he has lived for 300,000 years, full stop. It is always difficult not to feel some doubt when faced with such figures, comma, but it seems that we must at any rate believe that man dash certainly a very different man from present man, but all events, the beginning of man as he now is dash has lived on earth for 300,000 years. Full stop. Taking this figure, comma, man is quite a recent development, comma, something strange on the face of the good old earth, full stop. New para, but we cannot stop our questioning at this interesting point, full stop. We go further and ask, comma, for how long is the earth likely to continue in its present state, question mark. From the answer given to us, it is clear that we need not fear the immediate end of the world, full stop. There is every reason to believe that life will be possible on earth, comma, in very much the same forms as at present, comma, for millions of years to come, full stop. Man is but a baby, comma, just starting out in life, full stop. It is said that if we take the possible life of the earth as just 1 million years, dash a low figure dash, then man has at least a million times as long to live as he has already lived, full stop. He is like a baby who came into the world a little over half an hour ago and who has before him a life of 75 years, full stop. New para. It is a wonderful thing to think that man has perhaps several million years in front of him in which to develop, full stop. He has already shown that he can do wonderful things, comma, and we cannot picture the wonderful future which may before him, full stop. Life day by day is wonderful, comma. The developments of the future may be yet more wonderful, dash, they almost certainly will be more wonderful, dash, and we feel that our own lives are too short, comma, and we wish that it were possible for us to see more than just a very little of that development before we too become a part of the past, dash, a past, comma, however, comma, which perhaps live on, full stop.